Soybeans extending their gains on Tuesday, and that spilled over into corn and wheat. Michelle Rook is back with more insights from Arlan Suderman in Markets Now.
Tuesday's market closes higher in the grains. Arlan Suderman with StoneX Group joining us. And Arlan, gearing up for the WASDE report coming up later today. Soybeans, we've built a lot of bullishness into this report. How much have we built in, and how bullish could this really be?
Well, soybeans, there's zero room for error right now. And in fact, if we see the yield come down below trend levels, which I think there's a real good risk that that'll happen now with the stress we put on it in June, we're going to probably have to do additional rationing of demand. Some of that's being done for us because China's been buying up a large surplus of Brazilian beans that they will be able to use this fall rather than leaning on U.S. beans to quite the extent that they have been. They'll probably have an extra 12 million metric tons of soybeans or so that they can reduce us, but they're still going to need some from us. So I think some of that work's been done, but the market probably has more work to do. Remember, the job of the soybean market is also to try to encourage Brazilian farmers to increase acreage. And for that, they need to maintain those prices at profitable levels, probably into the September, October timeframe when those planters are running in Brazil.
Now, conversely, how bearish could the corn number be, even if we do see USDA cut yield?
It can be quite bearish depending on when USDA comes to reality on some of their demand estimates. Now, I don't think they're going to do that for quite some time, maybe even 4 to 6 months before they start lowering their demand estimates for the new crop. I do think on the old crop, they're going to start cutting demand some more. Exports will come down some more. I think ethanol will come down a little bit more. I do think feed usage, though, will go up, and we will eventually, probably in September 30th, see them shrink the size of last year's corn and soybean crops.
But you do think they'll come down on yield in this report? They haven't since 2012.
They don't like to do that until NASS gives them a yield estimate in August. But in order to solve for an ending stocks that isn't really bloated over 3 billion bushels, I think they'll go ahead and reduce yield in this report. I'm right around that 177 area for this report.
Okay, we'll see what kind of fireworks we get later today. Thanks so much for joining us, Arlan Suderman with StoneX Group. And that is Markets Now. We'll have more AgDay coming up.
Contact Arlan Suderman by email at arlan.suderman@stonex.com.